Welcome everyone to a nightly Linux distribution development live stream here with our tiny little build from source cross-compiled 24 plus architectures, mostly just raw upstream vanilla Linux. And we made great progress here on YouTube the last 2.5 or 3 or so years. Of course, in development since 20 years. And one thing that annoyed myself a bit is the status output. I mean, not that users would complain, this is too ugly, but even myself didn't like it the most. And so I didn't do that output. So we're talking about this text here. And so this is already, I improved this already today a bit, as you can see. So the previous or current output, let's just build like something here, like that, doesn't matter. So that is the old output, and the difference is, so I've also not done this output, right? I would need, actually we made a live stream 2 years ago building amazingly fast 20-year-old Linux, Rock Linux 1.4, whatever that was, where everything was basically like magnitude smaller, magnitude faster. Could actually check that. I guess it was probably plain text or something, but anyway, so this modern text was done like 20 years ago. I don't remember who did this. I don't think it was me, maybe I tweaked it a little bit, but so I think I never quite liked it, or when it was new, it's like, yeah, okay-ish, but somehow it doesn't look the most amazing. This stuff is here arbitrary. Also some stuff is like, yeah, stage version. It's of course not the biggest thing, but every small thing counts. So I improved it a little bit. I'm considering like completely redoing that, but like in like 1 after hour. Are we still building? Yes, no, maybe did I Control C. So this is a slightly tweaked one. Are we even building? I think we're building. So the difference is this leading random stuff here is gone. Even that here is slightly improved, as you see. So here this is a build stage. It's like, why is it in the middle? Why is it surrounded with so much ASCII art? Here, this is the current T2 build version, which is like, yeah, basically all of this is 22 whatever. So, and so I changed that to just version, also from rectangular angle brackets to like more, maybe even remove the space, but no. So the stage is now here. So previously this was like leading random garbage stage here. So yeah, leave in the comments below. This is much more like, as you see, it's completely noisy, right? The last month or the last quarters, I already removed lots of random punctuation, which in my opinion made it much more quiet, less stressful, more polished. And previously I think there was here like dots everywhere and stuff. It's like, yeah, why? Sure, this is kind of sentence, but it's also misleading if you copy and paste this, or maybe even here was a dot, and then you copy and paste this, but no. I also polished the text here a little bit, so leave in the comments below. I think previously, yeah, so previously this was like yellow, or no, what, whatever, greenish color. So previously, yeah, so even that stuff was, this is like information status, and previously this is also, yeah, by the way, I think I removed this line without replacement, reading package config, because who cares, right? Focusing on the actual, it's like, I mean, this is only printed for packages that have a conf file, but near YOLO, it's like most, like half or something. It's like, why even freaking printed TM? The only thing is if it's overlaid with architecture target, but it's like, check the log. Leave in the comments what you think. I think this looks already better. I'm not entirely sure if it's perfect. I also considered adding some percentage, but that is actually relatively difficult due to the nature of the one script build target calling build package. So all this text is printed from build package, and this is why we don't, I mean, counting the percentage is not the most trivial thing. We would need to iterate all the arrow files because we store the build status in plain old text files, aka log files. So we have code for that, but that code like create error list config That code is counting all the log files, and also it has an intentional 1 second delay. I'll remove this already. This is just the TECT 22.4 version. In trunk I already removed the bloody. It's like, why is it hanging so much? I have a freaking epic thread-riving Ryzen 1550X. Why is it taking so long to count 344 log files? Is like, dude, there was like sleep one. It's like, I'm pretty sure I didn't add that nonsense. Anyway, crazy stuff. Of course, in situations like this, I of course grabbed the sources for other sleeps. I found some, but the other ones are kinda okay, like sleep 3 for like concurrent shell programming of waiting for CVS and Git checkout and stuff there. Like sleep 3 of waiting for that to be done is actually okay. I think there was another, yeah, there's another like sleep 1 or sleep something for fileless tracking with find and strace, which is mostly irrelevant, not used for 20 years. That's like, anyway, in situations like this, my point is I like to double check stuff. And yeah, leave in the comments below. So yeah, I would ideally print here like building that here like one of, how many do we have? 404. Yeah, one of 404. Maybe I spent like 30 minutes of polishing this log output stuff. I think, by the way, I think I just changed here this leading. Oh, by the way, we can also stop this here. I think I tweaked that a tiny little bit more. But leave in the comments below what you think. I think I prefer finished, board, finished. I think maybe this is for today. It's of course work in progress and proof of concept. Is it even the right one? So leave in the comments below what you think. Of course, it's a small step, but like for 3 years polishing, of course, everything counts. And if the build output already looks ugly, and basically even if myself already finds it ugly, then like, obviously something is wrong. Again, just one small step to be further improved. And adding this percentage, so basically 30 minutes of polishing that, a little bit of trial and error of like deleting that, changing colors, formatting that a little bit. Do I like it like that? Do I like it like that? Indent it or not? And yeah, so that is that. And 30 minutes extra for, I wanted to edit this percentage, but I knew it will be annoying of iterating this log files here. It's of course doable, just like ugly, like explicitly for no other good reason, iterating for all the bloody log files and counting them for just like printing one of 404. It's like, or percentage. It's not the most important. I mean, everything is just superficial, but of course it should be, if we criticize everything else from Microsoft to Apple, of course it should be as good as best as possible. I might add this in some weeks or months. It's not the highest priority for today. And I might continue revamping this build output here even more. Maybe I look around what kind of output other projects use. In my opinion, it's already significantly better though, but looking forward what you think. One other crazy thing is that I have new random build errors, and I'm not entirely sure where I got those from. PR, I think util and surf, so and also libjpeg, and super crazy stuff. They're all Liptool. Libjpeg, oh wait, did I delete that? So libjpeg I fixed. Also, wait a second, date argument. Oh, okay, we mangled there some things. That would be finished. So much to this the plus needs to come. Oops. Yeah. So much to that. Should not have changed that, but yeah, I mean, trial and error and getting an impression. So the crazy thing is libjpeg I could fix. Also, this is not really an GCC internal. Does it say ICE? I think not. Also, this is also changed. Previously, I think this was exclamation mark and then greater than. We can misc output. Yeah, so that is now exclamation mark and then space. Basically changing that. This is build output changed here, and again, in my opinion, much easier to read, much nicer. But leave in the comments below. Maybe one thing we could make here a new line to separate this from that maybe. Maybe that would be not too bad if we wanted to go completely. What was it? Arrow, right? Go error, free from error warning. What do we have? Quote. Echo quote. Crap, what exactly do we do there? Do we have columns? No, not the most important. Maybe leave it. I was thinking actually we could simply quote, right? We could simply one extra echo there. Not to just have this a little bit separated from the other. I think we could spare. Maybe, I don't know. Or is it? Yeah. Maybe it's too much. But of course. So yeah, this Liptool stuff, so it's not like, it looks like serious issue of GCC, but it is only LTO stuff. So it's using the system. Maybe previously it worked by pure chance and accident of having the system GCC the same version, and now it's a slightly different version of GCC or binutils or both stuff. ADM logs. But Liptool is basically a frustration for 2 decades already, basically since like iLinux, like Liptool sucked. Also, yeah, Liptool solution for was it solution for looking for problem stuff. Liptool is abstracting linker stuff for if you build on AIX, Solaris, and non-GCC stuff of SGI, Pro, whatever, MIPS. And it's like nowadays everyone is using GCC and Clang anyway, right? And who is using all of those, any of those obsolete commercial Unixes. So Lip2 is like basically, yeah, except if you build for macOS maybe. But so, what exactly is a crazy? Oh, wait a second. Why is it user share build Lip2? Wait a second. That is crazy. Why is it using such a Lip2? Where does it get that freaking? What the heck? That explains maybe a thing. Yeah. So for Lip2, the crazy stuff is also. I mean, that after 20 years, this stuff is not rock solid and amazing. So previously, we had like if we cross compile, then use like our Liptool, but that fails now. And by the way, does it even APR utils? Does it even? Maybe I should also check the comments and welcome everyone. George says LTO disabled for Firefox. Yeah, this message is slightly misleading for Firefox because Firefox needs to. It just means like our automated injecting LTO for everything. We still enable LTO. I was considering to maybe do it differently. It's like I could actually. It's like yeah, always. Firefox not printing LTO disabled then. Yeah, so this is basically only meaning our generic LTO stuff is disabled, but it's using unsupported architectures if Firefox built and stuff. tech insider. We are building Linux distribution because we don't want to get as rich as Elon Musk. So this is why we waste our life and time with the Linux distribution. Do they build their own Liptool here? No, they don't. That is crazy. Usually, wow, I'm perplexed. One other thing that we could add to the to-do, which ironically the recurring viewers now I recently, I mean the major things I have on GitHub issues now, but I had here like 100 entries and I recently somehow accidentally deleted that. Of course it wasn't version because we version everything, just not our freaking to do. So fresh start, so some random shit forgotten, but theoretically what did I want to put there? Something LTO, no, recurring pro tip, put it there before. What was it? LTO, Liptool, what did I want to put there? I will probably remember in a second. Ah, right, I remember verbose. So with libjpeg, the annoying thing is also like verbose build stuff, because what is super annoying, the modern trend of sources hiding their log output, even the Linux kernel and stuff. And the problem is, I mean, we don't look into that anyway. I wondered a year ago in another live stream, like 100 live streams ago, like last year, last summer or something, I wondered whether we should try to, by default, set build system flags so that we, of course it's not a standard, like some use capital V, some use verbose, and then CMake and Base and stuff. But because the problem is, you build something, it fails, like libjpeg, and then you have no verbose build output, and then you need to manually YOLO around to randomly figure out what is their verbose build system log stuff, just like, yeah. This is why I'm wondering whether, I wondered a year ago, then I thought, yeah, it's not worth the effort, but today I, like basically, when recurrently every day I waste like some minutes at least, it adds up of wasting hours of fiddling around with build output, freaking see what's going on, like this Liptool stuff. New to this channel, based in Germany, right? What distro are you building? Yeah, Germany. So we are building our own distribution, right? So this is T2, formerly known as Rock Linux. I'm with that for 20 years. Started by Claire Wolf. I majorly contributed to this stuff. Basically, Rock Linux, yeah, founded in Europe, one of those European Linux distributions, founded in Austria, like a kind of Austrian-German thing, if you will. Yeah, Rock Linux is no more. I was their stable release maintainer and major contributor, and we renamed that 20 years ago in 2003 or so. We renamed it to T2 for more professional than Rock Linux naming and stuff. Standing out, it's a source distribution standing out for supporting all architectures under the sun, basically from SunSpark to RISC-V and ARM and MIPS and stuff. So let's see if that was JPEG. But yeah, leave in the comments where are you from. As you already asked, it was interesting to hear. We could try two things, basically that one or the system one. Let's see if one of those works today. And I'm kinda close to, I mean, besides I have better things to do, like inventing a new microkernel. I slightly wonder whether we should write our own Liptool that freaking works TM, because I'm really tired. Oh, wait a second, I wanted to copy that actually. So what was it? It was, what is failing? Oh, wait a second. Oh no, wait a second. This was the one that we had there already, didn't we? Yes, this is Liptool stuff. It's cancer. It is crazy. So this usually happens when this Liptool stuff can't figure out the language, like C++ versus C, but I mean, we could try what happens if we just use Liptool. This is so crazy. Once I also, I don't even understand how this broke, to be honest. It was building for weeks. It's also only maybe failing for... I so have no... So the crazy thing is we work on a tagged branch here of all Linux distribution. And I mean, I think this started to happen when I started to install a new GCC. So basically, but I actually reverted that right now. What is it? This is poor PC. How do we... And usually it doesn't happen for all build architectures, just some of them, which is rather hilarious. Yeah, so right now this is the same version. I just don't get why. Maybe it's another bin utils. I mean, I didn't even install that much into my system, and maybe I should build all of this in a VM. The only thing is performance, performance, performance. GCC is again slower, so... Because Liptool, I'm pretty... Actually, we could check when I... Yeah, so that is actually an old Liptool from 2008. This Road Warrior SSD I'm building from an workstation SSD right now. This is really so crazy. Specified tag, why? Or actually, do we override this? Do they build this maybe with tag? Node link. Apparently, they have LT flex, or they... Is it APR utils? Where are the LT? Oh, I didn't grab for that. Let's see. This stuff is probably all same. I mean, maybe we could add their tag C. Was it with... Long time I had to mess with that. But that's the crazy stuff, right? For 20 years and 3 years live on YouTube, we get everything working, and then like out of the blue stuff randomly breaks. And yeah, I should build this in a reproducible container, not like my workstation SSD. Evil make opt, and let's see if tag, was it tag CC? Was it like... Oh, this also doesn't work like that. Thank you. Does it work like... segmentation false. Thank you very much. Was it even CC? Was it... looks like it... I mean, if we add there something... No, it also works. Or at least... Still the same error, or tag CC, that probably which is it even using? Oh, wait a second, now it's using link GC. This is anyway, are you freaking kidding me? I mean, that is of course not gonna work. That is crazy. Recurring theme here. What happens if we do that? Is it no? At least it's still using GCC. No, this is hilarious. Yeah. It is. I have no words anymore. This is. Maybe it is easier. I mean, and the crazy thing is, I mean, someone on our Discord asked something similar. Or was it that one? Probably was that one. Huh? Was it? It must be, I guess. Yeah, but this is kind of stuff where it's like after 20 years, it's like, come on, guys. Is it not time that this stuff is finally sorted? The crazy thing is for LibJPEG, it was another one. I mean, I could but so the crazy thing is I tried just to double check to build this on a server node, and there the same occurred, which makes me really... Oh, wait a second, why is it LDAP stub? Ah, that stub is probably because we don't have here LDAP in this target. Okay, then build this stuff. Which is it? Yeah, so I think mode compile. Yeah, so some of the stuff is not clever enough. Yeah, it should solve something, and it's only causing more problems, right? Tech CC, CC4. Yeah, I mean, I tried that. That is what I naturally tried. Do they have tech equals? Oh wait, he tried that already. Maybe that is wrong then. This is not probably not. I mean, maybe it's also not. Tech equals CC. Is it even? Don't tell me that is APR. Which Apache is that? Configure. Let's reconfigure instead of the one from APR. Yeah, and do we have any resolution 3 years later? Yeah, so everyone has issues like this, and like 20 years we still continue shooting ourselves into the foot with the shit. Which APR utils are we even one? Oh, this is Backport 2019. Do we have a patch? Works with APR 117 native. The default configuration applies to the config as the host system builds lib APR tower, which does not match my configuration different CPU architecture. The crazy thing is that it built for weeks and months and for other architectures. I mean, is it built for everyone? So like, yeah, just look how much waste of time this stuff is, right? We could... Oh, this is the wrong one. Try clean. Let's do some RISC-V things. So APR utils. What's going on with Liptool? So yeah, we built this new sys root, and it doesn't have tags. And it built. The question is, does it still build? Or is something in my system updated in a way that RISC-V? Should have... Wow! No, it happens crazy. It built previously and doesn't now. at least that is something. Not that it should happen like this, but at least it's reproducible. Did I update bin utils recently? Because I guess maybe the root cause is that LT, that's also erroring out with this LTO plugin version. Maybe that is related. That was, what did I say, bin utils. No, that we did not update. Then it should only be GCC, but I mean, okay, GCC, to be fair, I did tinker with. I only wonder. Oh wait, did we modify currently API utils? No. So some of this GCC update probably caused that. Didn't update that much workstation. I mean, maybe if we install latest bin utils version, it magically fixes something. Like let's see if that magically fixes some LTO thing. No, it doesn't. So how do we want to tackle that? Because that is clearly wrong. I also wonder, I mean, why does it now? Or is it, you know what, or is this using... Is this Liptool archive or package config using the wrong? Here is maybe, this could be correct. Anyway, so Liptool compile, I mean, it should use, but yes, also this thing, right? You tell Liptool, hey, compile this with that, and it's doing something else. Why should that not work? It is correctly PowerPC60 full E though. Oh, you know what? Actually, it could be, you know what it could be? I recently tweaked also Liptool, to be fair. Because that didn't resubstitute his root, and maybe that is actually the issue. Wow. But that will be tricky to solve then. Actually, this would not... But why does the RISC-V flavor have the same issue then? Let's see what happens. But then let's try that first, and theoretically, yeah. But this complexity also, like, They are like thousands. Wow, that is a thing. Okay. Okay, because we substitute the arch triplet thing away. Yeah, the more you test, those are crazy details. But the thing then is, okay, so far so good. I guess we also don't, why does Control C now not work? I hate when that happens. I hate that. Maybe that is why. Tech opcode. Maybe I shouldn't. Built on a USB 3 Gen whatever 1 connected. Yeah. Anyway, we found at least a culprit here. Yeah, the more you test, the more you build, the more you find. Did we Control C? No, probably this. Yeah, thank you very much. Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah. Never mind this USB 3 stuff. I guess we could build Liptool twice if we don't do that already. We do. Because we need this cross build fixed so that it then natively works TM. And we could, the question is, does it work? Let's first rebuild that. Also need to obviously go home. Welcome everyone. When we probably need a better variable for, so we can actually build tools cross Liptool. So simply that. And let's see if using that one is good enough. Fingers crossed. But the whole situation is crazy. This kind of is also the wrong one we wanted to, but let's rebuild. Hey, did this work? Oh no, this was, we didn't build that. Okay, that did not work. But I guess that would be the more right thing to do, or something of that sort. I mean, we could save that one. Bit of a hack if we want like a solution tonight. Executable permissions verbose force maybe, and copy that to from bindir to, do we still have? Of course we didn't. Tool tools cross bin. And not to override this, we could Tool X maybe. Tool chain, tools cross bin. Any typos? Root. I think here we need an extra slash because bin dear. Or we... Yeah, that could work. How did we name this? Liptool X or Liptool X? It's a bit of a hack. It's kinda, yeah. Leave me in the comments below. But I'm also kinda can't redesign stuff. Also, we need to rebuild it, of course. Of how much re-architecturing this also cannot start usable Liptool. This of course. Yep, that can't work. Yeah, I also wish to do more interesting stuff than fiddling around with Liptool 20 years later. But that's life. Let's see if that does the thing. Wow, that also doesn't work. Do we Liptool X? So why? Yes. Sometimes I'm so dumb. Copy that first, man. Why did nobody scream at me? But yeah, leave me in the comments below what you think about this improved. Yeah, is it an improvement? Is it easier to read? What would you further change? Is it even relevant? Does it make a difference? Yeah, so there we have it. Yeah, this LTO stuff I will not going to change soon. Very theoretically, we could. I wonder if it maybe. But again, as long as it works, why should I waste? Like I could easily burn another 30, if not 60 minutes. To do maybe Quirk stage 0 Liptool for crossbow already, but maybe not. Yeah, but that's it for this video then. Late enough anyway. It's already the next day past midnight. So hope you enjoyed this and learned something, and then we finally can have amazing new releases. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I hope to see you soon for all this fun stuff to come.